Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. The legendary 2004 Wisconsin quarter is one of the most talked about modern American coins ever released, and collectors still search through old jars, piggy banks, and pocket change hopping to discover this hidden treasure. At first glance, this coin looks ordinary, showing a cow, a wheel of cheese, and a tall ear of corn representing the farming pride of the state of Wisconsin. But deep inside the world of coin collecting, a mysterious mint mistake turned a simple 25-cent coin into a powerful symbol of luck and sudden fortune. Some rare versions of this quarter shocked collectors because of a strange extra leaf appearing on the corn stalk, and that tiny detail transformed an everyday coin into a valuable collector's dream worth hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars. When people first discovered the unusual extra leaf on the 2004 Wisconsin quarter, excitement exploded across the coin collecting community. Experts noticed that certain coins from the Denver Mint carried an additional leaf on the left side of the corn stalk. Some coins had a high leaf, while others had a low leaf, and both became famous overnight. Many collectors believed the minting mistake was accidental, while others suspected it may have been intentionally created by someone working at the mint. The mystery surrounding the coin only made it more legendary. The idea that a tiny mint error could turn pocket change into a collector's jackpot made millions of people start checking their quarters more carefully than ever before. The most thrilling part of the story is the unbelievable value these coins can reach in top condition. Ordinary circulated Wisconsin quarters are usually worth only face value, but the rare extra-leaf versions can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition and grading. Some high-grade examples reportedly reached values around $6,000 at auction, creating headlines and inspiring treasure hunters everywhere. Even coins with moderate wear can still attract strong prices if the extra leaf is visible and authentic. That possibility of discovering a fortune hiding inside loose change is exactly why this quarter became one of the most hunted modern coins in America. Collectors became obsessed with studying every detail of the coin because identifying the rare version requires a careful eye. On the reverse side of the coin, near the corn stalk, the extra leaf appears either extending upward or downward. The high leaf variety is usually considered scarcer and more valuable, while the low leaf variety is also highly desired by collectors around the world. Under bright light, the unusual leaf becomes easier to spot, and many collectors use magnifying glasses to examine their coins closely. Stories spread online about ordinary people finding these rare quarters inside cash registers, vending machines, and even old coin rolls from banks, fueling the dream that anyone could become lucky overnight. What makes the Wisconsin quarter even more exciting is that it belongs to the famous 50-state quarters program, one of the most successful coin programs in United States history. Millions of Americans began collecting quarters for the first time because every state had a different design. But among all those state coins, the Wisconsin extra-leaf quarter became the superstar. Experts often describe it as one of the most important varieties in the entire state quarters series because the error is dramatic enough to be seen without special equipment. That fame pushed demand higher year after year, and collectors still compete heavily to own the best examples. The incredible popularity of this quarter also created emotional stories among collectors. Many people spent years searching through boxes of quarters, hoping to finally discover the famous extra leaf. On collector forums and Reddit discussions, hobbyists proudly share photographs whenever they finally find one after searching thousands of coins. Some describe the moment as pure adrenaline, almost like finding hidden treasure buried in plain sight. Others say they searched for decades before spotting their first example. That emotional excitement is one reason the coin remains legendary even more than 20 years after its release. Another reason collectors love the Wisconsin quarter is the mystery behind how the error happened. Some specialists believe a metal shaving accidentally damaged the die during the minting process, creating the appearance of an extra leaf. Others think the leaf shape looks too intentional to be accidental. Because no official explanation completely solved the mystery, the coin gained an almost mythical reputation. Collectors are naturally attracted to mysteries, and the idea that a hidden secret may still surround this quarter gives it even greater fascination in the coin community. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining value. A worn coin found in circulation may still attract buyers, but coins graded in mint state condition by professional grading companies can command much higher prices. Shiny surfaces, strong details, and clean edges make collectors willing to pay premium amounts. Some pristine examples became famous after selling for astonishing prices at auctions, proving that even modern coins can become serious investments. For many collectors, discovering a perfect Wisconsin extra-leaf quarter feels like finding a hidden diamond among ordinary stones. Social media and YouTube help make the legend even bigger. Videos showing the rare Wisconsin quarter often receive huge attention because people love the fantasy of becoming wealthy from a simple coin. Treasure hunting channels encourage viewers to inspect every quarter carefully, warning them not to spend valuable coins unknowingly. The dream that a 25-cent coin could secretly hold life-changing value continues to inspire collectors of all ages. Even today, people still search their spare change, hoping the next quarter they flip over will reveal the famous extra-leaf error waiting to be discovered. The 2004 Wisconsin quarter remains a symbol of excitement, mystery, and opportunity in the world of coin collecting. While not every Wisconsin quarter is worth a fortune, the rare extra-leaf varieties continue to capture imaginations because they prove extraordinary treasures can still exist in everyday life. That tiny extra leaf turned an ordinary coin into a modern American legend, and its story continues to inspire dreamers, collectors, and treasure hunters across the world. Somewhere inside an old jar, forgotten drawer, or dusty piggy bank, another valuable Wisconsin quarter may still be waiting silently for someone lucky enough to discover it. As the years passed, the legend of the 2004 Wisconsin quarter only became stronger, especially among new collectors entering the hobby for the first time. Many experienced coin hunters describe this coin as the gateway treasure because it inspired thousands of ordinary people to start searching through their spare change. Families began sitting together at kitchen tables examining quarters under lamps, hoping to spot the mysterious extra leaf hidden near the corn stalk. The excitement created by this coin transformed simple pocket change into a thrilling treasure hunt, proving that valuable discoveries are not always buried underground or locked inside museum vaults. Sometimes they hide quietly inside the coins people spend every single day without even noticing. The design of the Wisconsin quarter itself also adds to its appeal and beauty. The imagery represents America's farming heritage with powerful symbols of hard work and agriculture. The cow stands proudly beside the cheese wheel and corn, celebrating Wisconsin's identity as one of the nation's most important dairy and farming states. Because the design is already visually striking, the appearance of an unexpected extra leaf almost feels like a secret code hidden within the artwork. That unusual detail makes collectors stare closely at the coin, creating a sense of mystery and fascination every time the quarter is examined under light. Professional coin graders and auction houses helped push the fame of this quarter to even greater heights. Whenever a high-grade Wisconsin extra-leaf quarter appears in auctions, collectors compete aggressively to own it because top-condition examples are far scarcer than ordinary circulated pieces. Some collectors store these coins inside protective cases, and treat them like priceless historical artifacts. A single tiny mint error created an object capable of attracting national attention, media stories, and passionate bidding wars among collectors determined to add the famous coin to their collections before prices climb even higher in the future. Another reason the Wisconsin quarter became legendary is because modern coin errors rarely gain this level of fame. Most mint mistakes remain unknown outside the coin community, but this error exploded into mainstream popularity because it was dramatic enough for regular people to recognize without expensive equipment. Newspapers, collectors, and online treasure hunters all talked about the mysterious leaf varieties, creating one of the greatest modern coin hunts in American history. That level of public excitement is extremely rare for a coin released in the 21st century, making the Wisconsin quarter a modern icon in the numismatic world. Collectors also warn people to be careful because fake altered Wisconsin quarters began appearing after the real varieties became valuable. Some dishonest individuals attempted to carve fake leaves onto ordinary quarters to trick buyers. Because of this, serious collectors often rely on professional grading companies to authenticate genuine extra-leaf coins. The presence of counterfeits only proves how famous and desirable the real coin became. When criminals attempt to copy a coin, it usually means demand has reached extraordinary levels and buyers are willing to pay impressive amounts for authentic examples. Even today, bank coin roll hunters continue searching for the Wisconsin extra-leaf quarter with incredible determination. Some collectors buy hundreds of dollars worth of quarter rolls from banks and spend hours examining every single coin. Most searches end without success, but the possibility of suddenly finding a rare variety keeps the excitement alive. Many treasure hunters say the dream itself is part of the fun. Every quarter carries a tiny possibility of hidden wealth, and that suspense keeps collectors returning again and again to search through mountains of coins. The Wisconsin quarter also became a symbol of how small imperfections can create enormous value. A tiny extra leaf, something many people would overlook completely, transformed an ordinary 25-cent piece into a collectible treasure admired across America. In the world of rare coins, unusual details often become the difference between common change and a life-changing discovery. That idea fascinates collectors because it reminds them that hidden value can exist in unexpected places, waiting for someone observant enough to recognize it before everyone else does. For many people, the story of the Wisconsin quarter is not just about money, but also about hope and curiosity. The thought that a forgotten coin could suddenly become valuable inspires people to pay closer attention to everyday objects. Coin collecting teaches patience, observation, and excitement for history. Every scratch, design detail, and mint mark tells a story connected to the past. The Wisconsin extra-leaf quarter became one of the greatest examples of how a simple minting mistake can create a worldwide sensation that continues to inspire treasure hunters decades later. Some collectors believe the value of these quarters may continue rising as more examples disappear into permanent collections. Each year, additional coins become damaged, lost, or stored away, potentially making surviving high-quality examples harder to find. That possibility increases the excitement surrounding the coin because scarcity often drives collector demand higher over time. People who already own authentic extra-leaf quarters often hold onto them tightly, believing the coin could become even more desirable in future generations as modern mint errors gain greater recognition in the collector market. The legend of the 2004 Wisconsin quarter continues to spread because it represents the ultimate dream of hidden treasure hiding in plain sight. It proves that even an ordinary coin received as change from a store could potentially hold surprising value if examined carefully. That magical possibility keeps millions of collectors searching. Hopping the next quarter they inspect will reveal the famous extra leaf that transformed a simple American coin into one of the most unforgettable modern treasures in numismatic history. The 2003 Alabama State Quarter is one of the most fascinating modern American coins ever released, and many collectors believe it hides incredible treasure in plain sight. This famous quarter was created as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, but the Alabama design immediately stood apart from the rest because it honored the legendary author and activist Helen Keller. Her image seated beside a book, surrounded by magnolia flowers and pine branches, gave the coin a deeply emotional appearance that collectors instantly recognized. What made this coin historic was the inclusion of Braille text for the very first time on a circulating American coin, turning an ordinary quarter into a symbol of courage and history. Many people dream that a single 2003 Alabama quarter sitting in an old drawer could suddenly transform their lives overnight. And while most examples are only worth face value, certain rare versions truly command astonishing prices in the collector's market. The coins that create excitement are not the ordinary pocket change examples found everywhere, but the rare mint state coins, dramatic minting errors, and unusual varieties that survived in exceptional condition. Collectors chase these coins because they are tied to rarity, beauty, and historical uniqueness. And when demand collides with scarcity, prices can rise rapidly. One reason this quarter attracts enormous attention is the mystery surrounding mint errors. Some Alabama quarters were struck with missing clad layers, leaving the surface with an unusual copper appearance that instantly catches the eye. Others show doubled letters, distorted rims, broad strikes, or dramatic off-center strikes that make the design look almost surreal. These unusual production mistakes escaped the mint and entered circulation accidentally, making them exciting discoveries for treasure hunters. Some verified examples of missing clad layer errors have reportedly reached hundreds of dollars depending on condition and certification. The true kings of the 2003 quarter world are the ultra-high-grade specimens preserved almost perfectly since the day they were minted. A coin graded at the top levels by professional grading services can become extremely difficult to find because even the tiniest scratch or weak strike lowers the grade. Collectors compete fiercely for coins graded MS-67 and above because very few survive in such flawless condition. According to numismatic reports, only a handful of Alabama quarters have achieved the highest known grades, and this rarity drives collectors into bidding wars whenever one appears at auction. Another powerful factor behind the Alabama quarter's popularity is its emotional and patriotic design. Unlike many modern coins that people barely notice, this quarter tells a story the moment you hold it. The Braille inscription representing Helen Keller's name gives the coin a unique identity unmatched by most modern quarters. Collectors admire it not only as money, but as a symbol of determination, intelligence, and triumph over hardship. That emotional connection creates stronger demand and helps the coin remain memorable decades after release. Stories spread constantly online about people discovering unusual Alabama quarters in old coin jars, inherited collections, or forgotten bank rolls. While many exaggerated claims suggest every rare quarter is worth millions, the truth is more complex and far more exciting for serious collectors. The real value depends on condition, authenticity, mint errors, rarity, and certification. A heavily worn coin may remain worth only 25 cents, while a dramatic authenticated error or elite-grade specimen can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The thrill comes from never knowing whether the next quarter you examine could be a hidden rarity. Collectors also pay attention to the mint marks on these coins. The Philadelphia P and Denver D mint versions were produced in massive numbers, yet only a tiny fraction survived in exceptional condition. Meanwhile, proof versions from San Francisco, especially the silver proof editions, are admired for their mirror-like surfaces and brilliant strikes. These proof coins were specially made for collectors and often remain far more attractive than circulation pieces. Silver-proof Alabama quarters continue to hold strong collector appeal because they combine precious metal content with the historic Alabama design. The internet has fueled modern coin hunting excitement to unbelievable levels. Videos, collector forums, and social media discussions have convinced thousands of people to inspect every quarter they receive in change. Some collectors share stories about strange Alabama quarters with unusual surfaces, odd colors, or dramatic minting defects, though experienced numismatists warn that damage, plating, or chemical exposure can sometimes imitate genuine mint errors. That is why professional authentication from respected grading companies is considered essential before assuming a coin is extremely valuable. What truly makes the 2003 Alabama quarter magical is the feeling that hidden treasure could still be circulating unnoticed. Unlike ancient gold coins locked away in museums, these quarters once passed through grocery stores, vending machines, gas stations, and everyday pockets across America. That creates a thrilling possibility that rare examples remain undiscovered in ordinary collections. Every collector dreams of finding the next unbelievable rarity hidden among common change, and the Alabama quarter continues to inspire that dream year after year. For anyone holding a 2003 Alabama quarter today, the smartest move is patience and careful inspection. Never polish or clean the coin because cleaning destroys collector value almost instantly. Instead, examine the coin under bright light and look for unusual features such as doubling, missing layers, off-center strikes, or exceptionally sharp details. A certified high-grade or rare error Alabama quarter can become a prized collectible with impressive value, while even ordinary examples remain a beautiful piece of American history connected to courage, innovation, and the unforgettable legacy of Helen Keller. The fascination with the 2003 Alabama quarter also comes from how it represents a turning point in modern U.S. coin design. Before this series, most circulating coins followed very traditional and repetitive patterns, but the state quarters program opened the door for storytelling through money. Alabama's design was especially powerful because it didn't just show a state symbol, it carried a human legacy. That connection between currency and real-life history makes collectors feel like they are holding a small piece of cultural memory, rather than just metal. Another reason this coin continues to attract attention is the psychology of hidden treasure hunting. People love the idea that something extremely valuable could be sitting unnoticed in everyday life. The Alabama quarter fits perfectly into that idea because it looks ordinary at first glance, yet under the right conditions it can become highly desirable. This illusion of mystery keeps collectors constantly checking their change, hopping to uncover something rare that others have missed. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything, and the 2003 Alabama quarter becomes interesting when scarcity meets demand. Even though millions were minted, only a tiny fraction survive in near-perfect condition after years of circulation. Coins that were carefully stored, untouched by wear, and preserved from damage are the ones that rise in collector value. That is why two identical-looking quarters can have completely different worth depending on their condition and history. Some collectors are especially drawn to the idea of error coins, and the Alabama quarter is often discussed in that category. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during production, such as misaligned strikes or metal layering issues. These mistakes are not supposed to exist, which is exactly why they become valuable. The more dramatic the error, the more attention it receives in the collecting world, sometimes leading to intense bidding competitions among enthusiasts. There is also a strong emotional factor tied to this coin's appeal. Helen Keller's presence on the design gives it a deeper meaning beyond economics. It represents resilience, education, and the breaking of barriers. For many collectors, owning such a coin is not just about money. It is about respect for history and admiration for human achievement. This emotional connection often increases demand in subtle but powerful ways. The rise of online communities has made coins like the Alabama quarter even more famous. Collectors now share discoveries instantly, compare variations, and debate possible values across forums and social platforms. This constant exchange of information keeps interest alive and sometimes even exaggerates expectations about value. While not every claim is accurate, the excitement it generates helps sustain the coin's popularity. It is important to understand that most Alabama quarters are still worth their face value in normal condition. However, what keeps people searching is the slim chance of finding something extraordinary. That small possibility is enough to turn ordinary pocket change into a source of curiosity and excitement. The dream of discovery is often more powerful than the actual odds of success. Professional grading plays a major role in determining true value. Coins are examined under strict standards, and even tiny imperfections can affect pricing significantly. A coin that appears perfect to the naked eye might receive a lower grade under expert inspection. This system ensures fairness in the market, but also highlights just how rare truly flawless coins are. Over time, the 2003 Alabama quarter has become more than just currency. It has become a symbol of modern collecting culture. It represents how everyday objects can gain new meaning through history, design, and rarity. Whether worth 25 cents or significantly more in special cases, it continues to capture attention because it carries both artistic and historical significance. Ultimately, the story of this coin is not about guaranteed million-dollar value, but about possibility, curiosity, and the thrill of discovery. It reminds people that treasures are not always buried in the ground or hidden in vaults. They can also be sitting quietly in a handful of change. That sense of possibility is what keeps the legend of the Alabama quarter alive in the minds of collectors everywhere. The mysterious world of rare 2007 Washington quarter dollar coins has become one of the most exciting treasure hunts for collectors across America. At first glance, these coins may look like ordinary pocket change, but hidden among millions of common quarters are a few extraordinary pieces that can command astonishing prices. Some collectors spend years searching through old jars, forgotten drawers, and bank rolls hopping to discover one rare coin that could completely transform their lives. The thrill comes from the possibility that a simple 25-cent coin may secretly carry a value far beyond imagination, because of rare minting mistakes, limited production details, or flawless preservation. For passionate collectors, the 2007 Washington quarter is not just currency. It is a hidden piece of history wrapped in mystery and fortune. One of the biggest reasons certain 2007 Washington quarters attract enormous attention is because of mint errors. During the minting process, tiny mistakes can create coins unlike any others in circulation. A double die effect, off-center strike, clipped planchet, or dramatic die crack can instantly turn an ordinary quarter into a collector's dream. Imagine discovering a coin where the letters appear doubled or the design seems shifted strangely to one side. These unusual features are considered rare accidents, and collectors are willing to pay huge sums to own them. The rarer and more dramatic the error, the more intense the bidding becomes. Some collectors believe these error coins are among the greatest hidden treasures still circulating today. The condition of the coin can completely change its value overnight. A 2007 Washington quarter in heavily worn condition may only be worth face value, but a coin preserved in nearly perfect mint state can become incredibly desirable. Collectors carefully examine every detail under magnification, looking for sharp lines, untouched surfaces, and brilliant shine. Coins graded at the highest levels are extremely difficult to find because even tiny scratches or marks reduce value. When a rare error combines with a nearly perfect condition, the coin enters an elite category that can create massive excitement in auctions and private collector sales. Many people are fascinated by stories of ordinary individuals discovering rare quarters in everyday places. a forgotten coin hidden inside an old piggy bank, a coin received as change at a grocery store, or a quarter sitting unnoticed inside a family collection could potentially hold surprising value. These stories fuel the dream that anyone can uncover a hidden fortune without warning. Collectors often search thousands of quarters hopping to find one exceptional piece from 2007 that stands apart from the rest. The idea that a life-changing treasure could be hiding in plain sight is what makes coin collecting feel like a real-world adventure. The Washington Quarter series itself holds a legendary place in American coin history. The portrait represents strength, leadership, and national pride, making these coins deeply symbolic. In 2007, special state quarters were still being produced under the famous 50 state quarters program, and millions of Americans became interested in coin collecting during that period. Because so many people saved these quarters, finding truly rare variations became even more exciting. Certain mint marks, striking differences, and unusual surfaces from 2007 continue to attract attention from advanced collectors around the world. Some collectors speak dramatically about coins worth millions of dollars, but the true value always depends on rarity, demand, condition, and verified authenticity. While most 2007 Washington quarters are not worth fortunes, exceptionally rare examples with unique errors or pristine grading can still sell for impressive amounts. Auction rooms become electric when a rare specimen appears because collectors know opportunities like that are extremely uncommon. Intense competition between buyers can rapidly push prices higher, creating headlines that inspire even more people to start searching through their spare change. Another reason these quarters capture attention is the mystery surrounding undiscovered varieties. Every year, collectors continue to uncover coins with previously unnoticed characteristics. Tiny details invisible to the average person may reveal a rare die variety or production anomaly. Expert collectors spend countless hours studying coin surfaces, comparing lettering, examining edges, and researching mint records. The possibility that another unknown 2007 Washington Quarter variety may still exist keeps the excitement alive. Some believe the greatest hidden treasure may not even have been discovered yet. The emotional side of coin collecting is just as powerful as the financial side. For many people, rare quarters represent hope, curiosity, and the excitement of possibility. Searching through coins becomes more than a hobby. It becomes a thrilling chase for hidden history and unexpected fortune. Families often pass collections down through generations, turning ordinary coins into meaningful heirlooms. A single rare quarter can connect someone to American history while also carrying the dream of financial transformation. That emotional connection is why collectors become deeply passionate about protecting and studying their coins. Experts often recommend handling potentially valuable quarters very carefully. Cleaning a coin can destroy much of its collector value because original surfaces are highly important. Even fingerprints can affect condition over time. Serious collectors usually store rare coins inside protective holders to preserve their appearance. If someone believes they have discovered an unusual 2007 Washington Quarter, professional grading services can help determine authenticity and condition. A certified coin with documented rarity often attracts much stronger interest from collectors and buyers. The legend of rare 2007 Washington Quarter dollars continues to grow because the hunt never truly ends. Somewhere hidden among everyday change, there may still be extraordinary coins waiting to be discovered by lucky hands. That possibility keeps collectors searching through old boxes, coin rolls, and forgotten collections every single day. Whether the coin is valued at hundreds, thousands, or even more, the excitement comes from the idea that an overlooked piece of metal could suddenly become the center of attention in the collector world. For dreamers and treasure hunters alike, the 2007 Washington Quarter remains a symbol of hidden opportunity, mystery, and the thrilling hope that fortune can appear when least expected. The fascination with the 2007 Washington quarter also grows because of how unpredictable coin markets can be. Unlike regular currency that stays fixed in value, collectible coins behave more like rare art pieces, where demand can suddenly rise without warning. One year a certain mint era might be overlooked, and the next year collectors may compete fiercely for the same type of coin. This shifting interest is what keeps people constantly checking their change, because what seems ordinary today could become highly desirable in the future. Another important factor that increases excitement is the role of discovery stories shared among collectors. People often talk about finding unusual 2007 quarters in the most unexpected places: old coffee cans, inherited coin jars, or even vending machine change. These stories spread quickly and create a kind of treasure fever, where more individuals start paying attention to every coin they handle. Even if most coins turn out to be common, the possibility of finding a rare variation keeps the curiosity alive and growing. Collectors also pay close attention to mint marks on Washington quarters, especially those produced in different U.S. mint facilities. Small differences in how and where a coin was struck can sometimes lead to variations that are difficult to detect without careful inspection. These subtle distinctions may not seem important at first glance, but in the collector world, they can mean the difference between a standard coin and a highly sought-after piece. This is why experienced collectors often examine each coin with patience and precision. The 2007 era is especially interesting because it sits within a modern period of coin production, yet still produced enough variations and errors to keep collectors engaged. Modern coins are sometimes assumed to be less valuable due to high mintage numbers, but history has shown that even recent coins can become rare treasures under the right conditions. This creates a strong sense of hope among collectors that valuable discoveries are still possible within relatively recent coinage. A major driving force behind the hype is the psychological excitement of what if. Every time someone finds a slightly unusual mark or design on a coin, it sparks imagination about its potential value. Even if most of these coins turn out to be minor varieties, the emotional thrill of possibility is powerful. That feeling keeps collectors motivated, turning a simple hobby into a long-term passion filled with anticipation and discovery. Auction culture also plays a big role in increasing the reputation of rare quarters. When a coin with a verified error or high-grade condition appears in a competitive auction, bidding wars can drive prices much higher than expected. Even though only a small number of coins reach extreme prices, these public sales influence how people perceive the entire series. They create a sense that extraordinary value might exist within other undiscovered coins from the same year. For many collectors, the 2007 Washington quarter represents more than money. It represents patience and observation skills. Finding something valuable in everyday circulation requires attention to detail and consistency. It teaches people to slow down and look closely at things that are usually ignored. That mindset itself becomes rewarding, because even when no rare coin is found, the experience builds knowledge and appreciation for minting craftsmanship. In the end, the excitement surrounding these quarters continues because the story is still unfolding. New discoveries, fresh collector interest, and evolving market trends ensure that attention never fully disappears. Whether or not a coin turns out to be extremely valuable, the journey of searching, learning, and hopping remains the real attraction. The 2007 Washington quarter stands as a reminder that even the smallest object can carry a sense of mystery, and sometimes a spark of unexpected fortune waiting quietly in someone's pocket. The 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway quarter, North Carolina, P. mint mark, is part of the U.S. America the Beautiful series, and despite the viral claims you may hear online, it is not a million-dollar coin or overnight billionaire maker. In reality, it is a modern circulation quarter that was mass-produced in extremely large numbers and released for everyday use, meaning most examples are still only worth face value unless they have rare minting errors, or perfect uncirculated condition. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint Mint mark and was released in huge quantities. Hundreds of millions were made. Because of this massive production, the coin is very common in circulation. In normal used condition, it still only holds its standard value of 25 cents, and even in nice uncirculated condition, it usually only reaches around a few dollars at most, not thousands or millions. The design itself is what makes collectors interested. The reverse side shows the scenic winding road of the Blue Ridge Parkway cutting through the mountains of North Carolina, often with tunnels and natural beauty engraved into the design. While visually attractive, beauty alone does not automatically create high monetary value in numismatics. Rarity, errors, and demand matter far more than appearance. Some people get misled by viral social media claims saying this coin is extremely rare or worth life-changing money. However, the truth in coin collecting is simple. Only rare varieties or certified mint errors bring significant premiums. For this coin, most examples are standard strikes with no special characteristics, meaning they remain common pocket change. That said, there are a few error types that can increase value, but still not to millions. Examples include off-center strikes, missing clad layers, or major die errors. Some rare error pieces of this exact quarter have reportedly sold in the hundreds of dollars range, not millions. Even those are uncommon and require professional grading and verification before any serious value is confirmed. A very important fact is that the U.S. Mint produced over 300 million plus of these quarters, making them one of the least rare modern coins in circulation. In coin collecting, rarity is everything. When supply is extremely high, even beautiful coins remain low value unless something unusual happened during production. Collectors do enjoy keeping this coin in high-grade condition, like MS-65 or higher, but even top-grade examples typically stay in the low-dollar range, not investment-level wealth. So while it is a nice piece for a collection folder, it is not a fortune-changing coin in normal circumstances. Another key misunderstanding comes from damaged coins being mistaken for rare errors. Scratches, wear, discoloration, or weak impressions are often just post-mint damage, not mint mistakes. These do not increase value and are very common in everyday coins that have been in circulation. In real coin markets, only professionally graded and verified rarities achieve high prices, and even then, modern quarters like this rarely cross into extreme value territory. Claims of millions of dollars are not supported by actual auction history or mint data. In the end, the 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter Mint mark is a beautiful modern U.S. coin with historical and scenic value, but financially it remains a common circulation quarter unless a genuine rare mint error is proven and certified. It is always smart to check coins carefully, but also important to stay realistic. True life-changing coin rarities are extremely rare, and this one is not among them. Even though the 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter is not a hidden treasure worth millions, it still holds a certain charm that keeps collectors interested. Many people are drawn to it because it belongs to the America the Beautiful series, which was designed to showcase national parks and scenic routes across the United States. This gives the coin a storytelling value. Each piece is like a tiny postcard of American landscapes, preserved in metal rather than paper. In the collecting world, emotional appeal sometimes matters just as much as price. For example, someone who has traveled the Blue Ridge Parkway or has family memories connected to North Carolina might value this coin more personally than its actual market price. That emotional connection is what often inspires beginners to start collecting coins, even when the monetary value is modest. Another reason this coin gets attention is because of misinformation spreading online. Many viral posts exaggerate modern quarters by claiming they are secret million-dollar finds. In reality, professional coin grading services and auction records do not support those claims for this coin. Most experienced collectors immediately recognize that it is a high mintage circulation issue rather than a rare numismatic discovery. However, there is still a small niche market for collectors who enjoy searching for perfect condition coins. If a 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway quarter is found in flawless mint state, sharp details, no wear and strong luster, it can be placed into a graded holder and may sell for a slightly higher premium. But even in that best-case scenario, it remains a collectible, not a fortune-making asset. One interesting aspect is how modern coin collecting has changed with social media. People often compare coins online and sometimes believe rare value stories without verification. This has created unrealistic expectations, especially for recent quarters. The truth is that modern coins are generally produced in massive numbers, meaning true scarcity is extremely rare unless a major minting mistake occurs. Still, mint errors are where excitement genuinely exists. If this coin had something dramatic, like a double strike, wrong metal composition, or missing layers, it could become desirable to collectors who specialize in errors. Even then, values would depend on severity, eye appeal, and certification. These are fascinating exceptions, but they are not the standard version most people find in change. For everyday collectors, this quarter is best appreciated as part of a complete set rather than a jackpot opportunity. Collecting the full America, the Beautiful series can be rewarding because it builds a visual journey across U.S. landmarks. In that sense, the value becomes educational and historical rather than financial. So while it is exciting to imagine that a simple coin in your pocket could change your life overnight, the reality is more grounded. The 2015 Blue Ridge Parkway quarter is a nice modern collectible, but its true worth lies in its design and its place in a larger series, not in hidden millions waiting to be discovered.